The tale of the sale, the golden sales. I've got to say, these are probably the most rewarding. In a property for 42 years, moving to the next property, an agent in partnership with you, helping you. This is a beautiful story with Josh Wapshott. Stay tuned.
Hey, morning.
Morning, Josh Wapshott, superstar sales agent, Northern Beaches. How are you today?
Fantastic on this fine morning, Mark. How are you? Real estate
Nice,
extraordinaire.
nice. This is a great story we thought we'd share with everyone this morning because, being in a house for a long, long time, there's people that are in that position that are going to be watching that have been in homes for 30, 40, 50 years. There's people that are helping people in that position that can actually take some of this away today and say, look, Dad, Mum, was watching this thing on, some people that have recently done it. This is what you should do. This is how you should do it. So I want it to be a bit of a segue to people to help them with the tail of the sale so you can see. So Josh, you've helped a beautiful older family and their kids move into the next transition of life to their new home. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so they were up in Davidson-Belrose area for the past 40, I think it was 42 years. They'd been in the same house, loved the location, loved the area, and it was probably getting to a point where the husband had gone through or started to go through some medical troubles. So they thought they've got the big brick home, 700 odd square meter block, probably too much to handle. And thinking about the next steps in life, and that brought us to the Belrose collection. So yeah, it looked like a terrific solution where they could stay in the area they've grown to love, but have those facilities and access to transport and those sorts of things that were coming up as they got older. So yeah, it was really rewarding.
How long? So, what are the triggers that people like this will go through? So, I guess the motivate it really carries you through different transitions in your life. Because if you think about these guys buying the house, did you say
42 years ago, yeah.
2 years ago? 42 years ago, they're a young couple. They've probably got no kids. They've probably made babies. They put the kids through school, traveled, experiences, food, love, family. Um, the house sort of does so much for people, and then it gets to a point where it's like, yeah, nah. What are the things where people are walking around the house after 42 years that are actually motivating them or pushing them into that next property?
So a lot of it's to do with access, access in terms of, a lot of the property, especially over in the hills area, you've got a lot of steep inclines and things like that. So just as simple as walking to your front door. I know a few people that I've worked with were having just the problem with getting in and out and having to keep everything in the car because they can't transport it back into to the car. So things like access, things like getting to the point in their age where they can no longer drive. So transport's generally a really big thing. If they've got sons and daughters, they're busy working themselves. So having that easy access or flat access to public transport's been a big one. And another one being that you sort of find in a lot of those areas over there, town centres are quite sporadically spaced out of such. So having the access of shops, whether it be food, medical, whatever you need at your footstep, that's also been a really big trigger and probably something where they've gone down shopping to the Belrose Shopping Centre, seen what they've got at their disposal there and gone, wow, there's this new development coming here. This is a perfect spot. You've got the bus spot at the front. You've got lift access, all level entries to your homes. You've got the shops. You've got the new retail centre going downstairs. So a lot of those boxes were all just ticked instantly once people became aware of the Belrose collection and its benefits.
What really surprises me is how you can't move these guys out of their suburbs. That's
Yeah, yeah, it's been massive, that area. It's really all Davidson-Belrose, all in the same area. They do not want to
it's
move outside.
it's like, I think, look, you know what you know and you like what you like. And I guess that if you've spent 42 years in a place, it's like I'm not leaving, like I'm not, it's the weirdest thing. And I think that it's cool. I love it. But I think to myself that this is a shining example of it. Belrose or French's Forest just to me doesn't think about us. I don't think about a hub of transport, a hub of shopping, a hyper hub of transport, a hyper hub of shopping, and that's super convenient. These guys do. They know their doctors, they know their shops, they know
Mm.
their neighbours. Um, Albeit it's not, you know, at a rate like it's not like Ringham Mall Shopping Centre or a big Westfields, but they're in their little enclave and they're happy. It shocks me how much these guys are sticky. They may go one suburb to the left or one suburb to the right, but you're not going to take them to, for an example, in our case, 5 suburbs away to, or 6 suburbs away to Manly. It's really, really surprising.
Yeah, I think that's an important part, Mark. Like you said, there's no major, shopping centres as such. A lot of small businesses throughout. So I find that a lot of people have grown to build relationships that have lasted over the years. And like you said, they want to go back to the same podiatrist. They want to go back to the same diet, same GP that they've had over the last 10, 15, 20 years. So there is a lot of that. And I think that's what makes a lot of them feel that comfort and support in the area and not wanting to move it without, especially as, things like travel, and it generally is harder to get out and about as you get older. So that's definitely been a big part of it.
So, but guys, this is a live show. So if you've got elderly and you're trying to get them into a more of a comfy place, hopefully we're giving you some tips here of what to look for, what not to look for, some shortcuts for you. But you can ask comments along the way in the live show. So ask us anytime. Give us a
Mm.
call anytime and say, hey, this is what we're thinking. What do you got? Now, Josh, there also is a sort of like a rite of passage that Bob and Martha will go will go through. How does that start? What does that look like? And obviously we know that it starts with the emotions of, okay, I need something a bit more level. I want something in the area. That's sort of that inside war, how they're feeling. And then the end is like, okay, we found a place, we bought a place, we've moved. But where's the when they're putting a step down forward, which way are they doing it? Are they calling an agent? Are they going to go see 20 properties, 100 properties, one property? Where do they go once they start that journey?
Well, I think a lot of the people that I've had, generally, we what we organise is I take them to site, get them familiar with where potential units might be, where they're facing, what is it going to look like. I think taking to show them in person, even if it's not completed, just gives you that idea of a better understanding of where you're going to be. From that point there, well, I generally take us down to the coffee shop, and we spend about an hour together going over the project, whether it be floor plans, aspects, schedule to finishes, upgrade packages, and that's like really tailoring the experience to them and what their needs are. So whether it be a change in handles, a bigger fridge, or an outdoor heater. From that point there, generally the kids get involved. So we have that discussion. They feel like they like it.
Really?
Then all of a sudden, I get a call from David, and you just spoke to my mum and dad up at Belrose. They loved it. Can we get a few more details on this? And it really becomes a family discussion. So I end up dealing with anyway, like I've got one right now at the moment that we are hoping to exchange this week as well, where it's with the son and daughter. So I started off with the sister. Sister's done the research. Brothers, the older brother's now gone in and started doing the research. It ticks all the boxes. I get a call from the brother. Hey, I'm Juliana's brother. How you going? And it's really a family affair, of getting all the details. And of course, it's lovely to see these kids. They're older than me, but it's great to see the care that they have for their parents and where they go. And it's a lot of questions, but knowing that we've answered them all and their parents are comfortably going in and moving into projects like this, it's worth all the trouble. And it's like, yeah, like you said, really rewarding, because I've met some beautiful people that have gone in, school teachers, entrepreneur, like a retiree. So real mixed bag and all lovely people. So it's been a pleasure for me.
And ladies and gentlemen, this guy's got a big heart for older people. I do have to say, some of the sweet stuff that I've seen you do, you're a good man, good egg, good position to be in for helping those guys out. So that's the tale of the sale. We've used an example of Belrose collection today. We're talking about people that are over 40 years of age and the emotions that they start feeling, the necessities that get created as they get older, and then how they feel that, and how family and friends come into that. So it's an interesting segue for people. Well done, mate. I'd say it was a terrific story, of someone's life, of what you've done to change it for them, and hopefully they can live happily ever after.
That's it. Sounds good.
Thanks, Mr. Wapshott.
Thanks,
Cheers.
guys. Bye.
Bye bye.